Hey, Fit Like YouTube, welcome back to another episode of the Black Pearl. Okay, so this episode is going to be about my water changes, but before that, I'll just show you the deep sunbed tank quickly. I cut a bit of glass off my cover glass there, and I just made a nice wee lid for it, so that fits on there perfect. It just helps to cut down on the evaporation, so that's quite nice. I also added some more live sand from the display tank, so there's now about an 8-inch sand bed in here and a little bit of live rock. So that's working really well, so that's fine, so happy with that. Right, so back onto the water changes. So in this first section here I've got my saltwater mixing pump, and I've basically got this set to the same kind of height as my return pump, so that when I pump the water out it's going to go to the same level as it would with my return. Because just now, if I was to do a water change, I open that valve down at the bottom which pumps the water straight down my drain, but just now I'm kind of stuck because I can open it, pump the water straight down the drain, but I've got no idea how much water I'm putting out, and obviously if I don't know how much I'm putting out, I don't know how much to mix to put back in. So I'm basically going to switch the return pump off, let the sump fill up, then I'm going to switch on the EI pump, pump the water out and then into this barrel. Then that'll give me my first measurement of how much water actually comes out with one sump empty again, and then I'll take it from there, make a few markings on the barrel, like sump 1, sump 2, sump 3, in case I want to do just a wee small quick water change. Right, so I've just switched the return pump off now, so just waiting for that to fill. The other thing is, my barrel here, it actually holds 140 litres, so I'm actually going to drain the full 140 litres out, so that not only have I got like little measurements for if I want to do a little water change, but I'll also put a mark on the display tank for the 140, so I can just drain it straight down to there, and I know that I can just mix 140 to fill it. Right, I've just switched on the pump now. Just speed it up a wee bit. So that's the first sump empty nearly now. And I'll just check in a minute, see what level it's got to. Okay, it's actually just under the 50 litres, and I actually measured it out and put it into buckets just to get the exact number, and it's actually 40 litres. So right, now that I've emptied the sump, I've just stuck the hose into the display tank, and I'm just going to fill the sump back up to the same level it was on the first time that I switched the return pump off. Basically what I'll be doing then is, when I'm actually doing my water change and I'm pumping 140 litres out the system, I'll have this hose in the display which will be putting the water into this section, and then the valve will be switched open, so it will just be constantly pumping it straight down my drain all in one go again, so it'll be dead simple. And then I'll just pump 140 litres for the freshly made salt water that'll be in this barrel straight back in. Okay, so I've done that another 2 times, and I've just marked on the markings here, so I've got like the sump 1, sump 2 and sump 3, and so that's just handy, kind of if I do want to do a full 140 litre water change, at least I can exactly each sump empty where it's going to take me on my barrel, so it's just handy for various options. And this is my 140 litres mark on my display tank, so this is on the weir section, so you didn't actually see it in the display. So when I do a water change, I can just open up the valve, get the water pumping straight out, down to this level, then I know exactly where I'm going to be, and just pump the 140 litres straight back into the display tank. So it should work fine, fingers crossed anyway. Here's a quick look at the display tank. Everything's fine, no problems. Well, no problems apart from my sand. It's still kind of blowing about, although there's a lot less in it now thanks to the deep sandbed tank. So because I've made more room up here, I've actually ordered another 2 bags of live sand, but a thicker grain stuff, so hopefully that'll be heavier and it'll stay put once I get it in. Right, on to getting the new salt water into the display when I do a water change. Now, this valve originally was going to be for attaching on and off my hose when I did a water change. However, since making this deep sandbed tank, I was going to be unscrewing this return bit and then putting onto my hose bit, but I'm just thinking it's just going to be too much hassle and too much faffing about, like, and it's not easy enough for me. I'm wanting things to be easy, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave this running the way it is, because it's working fine, it's perfect. So if it's not broken, then I fix it. So I'm just going to leave this alone, and what I'll do is I'm just going to replumb a separate bit at the back of the tank so that I can just attach my hose to it, pump the water straight into the display, and that'll be fine. The other thing is I'll add a couple of unions onto it so that I can disconnect it, so it'll kind of be semi-permanent. So I'm not just going to hear a blooming bit of the pipe stuck in the display all the time. The other thing I did was I've now labelled all my plugs, because it was a flipping nightmare trying to remember what plug was for what, so I've just added these clip-on little tag things, so that's fine. Right, so I've just finished doing a dry fit for the water change pipe work. So this is now going to be where I connect my hose for the barrel to do my water change. I'll pump the water straight into the display tank. I'm not going to have to mess about with the deep sandbed tank connection now. And I've got a union here, so I can disconnect this, and then you're not going to see that in the display. It's just going to be as and when required. I've also got a connection down there, so I can take it off. And I'm going to add a bit of wood in the middle of here, drill a hole in it, and that will help support the pipe work. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and box the whole lot in. This is just a bit of tissue paper just to hold this connection in, because everything's dry fitted just now. And I'll swear I'll be attaching my hose on and off. And I'll try and box it in down to about here, and then that way you're not going to see any of this behind the tank, because it is quite ugly like. So yeah, I'll just box all that in, and hopefully that'll make it look quite good. Right, okay, so I've made a start and I've actually got all the pipework glued together now, so everything's solid and secure. And I've made a start on getting it all boxed in so it's out of sight. Drilled a hole in this piece here just to help support the pipe work. Now I'm just away to get the rest of it boxed in, and then hopefully it should look a lot better than this. Here we go, that's it, job done. Really pleased with it. It's turned out pretty good, I think. Again, it just looks just like part of the tank, so you wouldn't even know what's going on behind there, so that's the way I like it. So it's quite tidy. I can still use my light switch, which is a bonus. And it's all boxed in nicely now, and it kind of just frames the tank. This bottom piece here, beside the plugs here, all I do is I just stick my hand up there and then that piece just slides out. Then I screw in my hose and pump the water straight in via the top here, and then when I've done my water change I just unscrew that union there, and then that's it out the way, and then I just stick it back together again when I do my next water change. So nice and simple, and it looks a lot better now, so that's another wee jobby done. Right, that's it for now. Till next time, thanks for watching. Bye bye.